The third one is the third one that we're going to look at is going to be the nun, and this is an abbreviated term from nunchuck, or I think in Chinese it is called nun chain, but the farming, thrashing wheat weapon, the Bruce Lee weapon, that's where it comes from. Right, okay, so we're going to be working with more advanced sections with this, it's going to be kind of more advanced principles. We're going back to the energy disruption on these strikes. So the first movement, as your partner throws that punch, is that slip block, okay? It just goes slightly out from your body, and you're just going to brush the energy back up the arm. In Bagua, this is the nun. We're going to do 3 different types, and they're going to flow from side to side. So that is going to be your defense. Now, at the same time, as the punch comes in, that's going to come in underneath, and you're going to aim for the neck. You have much better strikes, but for the purpose of the drill, finger jab to the side of the neck. So that one comes in, and then the second hand drills through and turns up and goes towards the neck. So you finish with the Z shape on the arm and the guard hand just here. But you really, really do need to set this up well, because if you just do that, then you have to do too much movement. The idea for these are going to be chi disruption at a much higher level, and that little pop here is going to be what starts it off. So that's the movement as you go in, and the hand positions are just going to be aimed towards the neck. So we'll start with that one, and then we'll put in the other 2. We just need to do this movement a couple more times, so we're going to learn to switch around the body, okay? Firstly, this power for this strike, again, is popping into the wrist, so the same way that you use them on all the other hand weapons. So that bit here is going to be what opens the gap so you can slide into that position. If you find that you're reaching for that neck shot, that's not a good thing, okay? If you need to take the neck shot, then you need to move your body in, because the moment you lift your elbow, you're not trapping anymore, okay? The idea with this one, unlike the hammer, is we want it to glide as close to us as possible so it goes pretty much undetected. By the time he's been hit, it'll be too late, okay? So that's really what we're working with. Again, the focus is going to be that finger jab to the neck, but that's just to try to get you to get into position. You're more likely to switch out and then strike to the head with something else that's much more effective. This is a hard shot to get, especially with the shoulder elevated and your elbow low. Okay, so training method works great. For practical use, not good. Right, okay, so we go 1 up to here. Now the next movement, we fold down and take the tricep, okay? This movement here. This covers the bridge. For the sake of the drill, we're going to put the fingers back into the neck. Because it's the nun, we go this way, okay? But from that position there, you're much better off taking a punch and going straight for stomach 6 on the corner of the jaw or anything around the side of the head than going for the neck. But for the sake of keeping it in theme, we're going with the nun again. Okay, so again, like I said, you just do the same movement 3 times, but you learn 3 different things. So the first one slides in, you then fold down onto the tricep, you're going to let that elbow rise a little bit. You've got the arm covered here, and that hand comes through nice and close. So that's going to be very similar to what we do in the bag of snake form when we come through and strike to the throat or to the eyes. So from here, this way. That's going to keep you on the same side of the arm. So that's going to be your switch. Now the last one you're going to do is going to be the nun again. We're going to switch the hands out. I'm going to punch me whilst I'm talking. I can see it. You're going to doing.
I'm waiting for that opportunity.
Yeah, of course you are. Right, okay, so from here we're going to fold that over, we strike with the nun again. Now, you've got a couple of options here because it depends on what your partner is going to throw. But if that punch comes in again here, the hand comes straight across the body, you turn the hand in, and then you finish with the last nun position here, okay? Again, we're going with the finger jab. You're much better off checking across, using the same thing. You can take a punch straight up to the gallbladder points, just above the eyebrow, or you can go straight underneath the cheek into stomach 2, straight into there. That's a great shot. Anything you want to do, and that bit you fill in yourself, okay? So the whole drill is going to be 1, you then fold down, stay on the same side. You don't have to wait for that punch, you can just move that one out of the way and fold that one in. But that last movement is going to be from here, rolling the hands over, and then you go back to your original position. So whichever side you end up on, doing those sequence of movements is always going to get you around the tangle of arms and everything else. So again, look at the initial pickups. The first one is going down against the energy here. Slide underneath your own hand. We're then going to check and take the arm out. So that's your fold down. The last one is going to be the dropping of the high arm and then rolling through, and this one comes up the middle. Okay, so the first one goes on the outside, second one is already in position, and the third one rolls all the way through and comes out. What I forgot to go through is how it loops back into the drill. So as I come through, there's 1, fold up, 2, if he decides to punch through and we work with that inside trap and we go from here, now what Mukesh has to do is check my arm from that position and then come straight back in to his side of the nun drill, okay? It gets a little bit tricky because your hand's already forwards. As I throw this punch, Mukesh is going to cover across, circle inwards, and do the nun that way, okay? So that's fine, but I need to pick this one up with this hand. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky because I can't just come straight through with that one. So what you need to do is, as you throw your punch out, you need to circle it back round for your trap. Right, okay, so he's just going to palm straight across. Now from here, I need to circle my hand back around, so as he then performs the nun, boom, I come back in with my one, okay? So try not to trap your partner up because then they can't circle it back through, or like I said, these drills, personally, I would say just work them as individuals because it becomes a lot more responsive. If you loop them, they become sloppy and every single repetition that you do gets worse, okay? So for this one, I'll throw the punch for Mukesh, he does his 3, 1, 2, 3, and now he's going to pull the hand back, throw it in, and now I can focus on being more technically accurate as I strike through here. I just pull my hand back, throw it back in, and therefore we train quality and not quantity, because yes, it's great to have looping drills and go through, but it turns into such a mess, especially with this one because the hands tangle so much.